I love producing fresh fruit and vegetables at home, and I've managed to achieve some pretty amazing results on what would be considered less than ideal growing conditions. The soil in my top garden where I have my edibles is shallow, and under the top 100 millimetres, it's gravelly hard rock. Yet, look at these amazing trees. There's a lesson here, and I want to share it with you. Most trees and most plants have two types of roots. Trees in particular have anchor roots. These are deep roots that go down and far away and hold the tree up, keep it nice and solid. But all of them have these very important fibrous roots. These are called feeder roots that move through the surface of the soil, the top 10 to 20 centimetres, which is why it's so important to add compost and to add mulch to the surface of the soil. Because if these roots are getting nutrients and they're not drying out, your plants will be incredibly healthy. Now, what we need to understand about soil is that soil is full of billions of bacteria, making nutrients that are locked up in that soil soluble and then linking them to the plant's roots so it can take it up and actually use the nutrient. It's amazing. That's why we're always encouraging you to add as much compost to your soil as possible in productive gardens like herb, veggie and flower gardens. Microbes love the organics and an open, airy nature of the topsoil because they need air too. Cultivating in veggie gardens is really good, but what do you do to get the beneficial microbe populations up to healthy levels? There is a trick these days, and it's a result of good old Aussie ingenuity. This is a fertiliser created in Western Australia for the country's poorest soils, and it absolutely transforms the saddest, poorest quality soil types because it includes 24 of the best beneficial soil microbes. And I use it everywhere in my garden to boost amazing citrus and fruit growth. And it's not limited to one particular type of tree or fruiting shrub either. Once it's been applied, well, the soil just comes to life, and quite literally, one handful of soil contains 1.5 billion microbes. Let me show you some examples. Now, this Chinese Cavendish banana is a variety that's commonly found in supermarkets. Growing them at home, though, is incredible. I put this in as a single little sucker about 6 years ago, and it's grown into this monster plant that produces 3 to 5 huge bunches full of hands like this that weigh around 20 kilos a year. Now that's, you think of it, it's 100 kilos of fruit that you're consuming, and let me tell you something, when you grow your own bananas, the flavour that you get when they're grown at home and they're sun ripened, it's just unbeatable. This is the delicious South American treat, Tamarillo. These plump red fruit are savoury and they go incredibly well with crackers, cheese and a red or maybe even a white wine. It's tangy, slightly acidic and slightly addictive. Last year, my citrus crop was absolutely incredible, and particularly from these small trees, these dwarf trees, Lemonicious with its beautiful lemons and Sublime with its spectacular Tahitian limes. Now, not only did we get the most incredible crop, but because these guys are gross feeders and they require lots and lots of nutrients, I was feeding them with the right plant food. It's this one, of course, and it's got 60 micro and macro nutrients in it. Not just that, the 24 beneficial microbes. Put that into the soil, you're feeding the soil, which is feeding the plant. That means that the crop this year is even better. If you're looking at your garden and wanting to boost growth a little more, there's also a Troforte liquid plant food in a hose-on or concentrate that's going to give your plants a lift through the foliage and the soil. And the combination of using the two results in larger, juicier, more succulent fruit. If you want a great edible garden full of productive fruit trees, it's time to try Troforte technology.